what do you have for us today, Paul?
Thanks, Shafira. So on today's morning sports updates, we're going to bring you the latest in regards to the 2024 BNI Indonesian Masters, and where world-class golfers will be competing in this tournament this coming weekend. We've got the latest from the Indonesian Football Federation, or Perbasi, and some football news coming your way from the AFC Under-17 Asian Cup qualifiers. We've got some announcement and a little bit of controversy from this year's Ballon d'Or ceremony, as well as the latest in regards to Manchester United's hunt for their new head coach. All that and more when we return here on the C Morning Show. Stay tuned. Your Wednesday morning sports update is coming up next.
Hello, citizens. I'm Sandiaga Salahuddin Uno, Indonesia's Minister of Tourism and Creative Economy. Happy 4th anniversary to See Today. May your commitment to quality content and Indonesia's global perspectives continue to inspire and enlighten us all. Here's to many more years of expanding horizons and seeing the world through the eyes of Indonesia. See Indonesia, see the world, see today.
Introduced in the Meiji period, grilled beef patties known as Hamburg steaks became popular dishes in Japanese cuisine. Best served piping hot with a side of bread, soup kambing is one of those comfort foods that you just can't get enough of.
We try to cook all the parts of any animal we choose to cook with, like pigs, chicken or beef. We use the liver, we use the kidney, we use the brain when we can, we use everything.
Hi wonderful women, welcome to All About Women.
Ketika saya masuk ke S2, kebetulan saya dapat beasiswa S2 Arkeologi UI. Profesor saya bilang, museum itu tempat belajar apapun. Oke, saya bikinlah program sekolah tari tradisional gratis. Berharap bisa jadi jembatan untuk anak-anak yang memiliki nasib sama seperti saya, supaya juga mereka bisa keluar dari rantai kemiskinan gitu yang sudah turun-temurun di keluarganya.
No luggage. May the road lead us. Rail is the main form of transport in Japan. We decide to give it a try, even though we don't have much experience with train travel. They are real ladies who have been trained for many years in traditional Japanese arts, until they attain perfection as artists.
House of Blessing adalah rumah berkat. Jadi harapannya kita bisa menjadi berkat untuk dogi-dogi yang terlantar ini. Kita berikan second chance ini. Wadah di mana kami bisa memayungi atau memberikan keadilan bagi hewan-hewan ini. Di mana kesejahteraan kehidupan mereka ini bisa terjadi di lingkungan kita ya manusia gitu.
Selamat datang di Knock the Doc. Wah, senang sekali saya Dr. Esa Brota Asmoro bersama dengan
Hans Lango. Hari ini kita tetap akan membicarakan seputar kesehatan.
Jauh ini yang dirasakan apa nih sama Presiden?
Capek.
Multifaktorial penyebabnya. Tidak hanya masalah genetik sebetulnya, tapi juga terkait tadi physical activity maupun nutrisi sehari-hari.
Makanya harus nonton terus Knock the Doc.
Ya, orang memanggil Raja Dangdut itu ya sebenarnya nggak tahu sejak kapan ya. Tapi kan semua itu yang masyarakat.
Ya, maksudnya waktu aku production lagu itu aku merasa kayak ini relate banget sama aku. Jadi ya udah deh aku ambil.
At the age of 21, Leodra can be considered one of the brightest singers in the Indonesian music industry. Despite the fierce competition, Leodra stands out as one of the most prominent artists.
Hi, everyone. Welcome back. You're still with us here on the C Morning Show. It's time for your first Wednesday morning sports update. We begin with some football news from the Premier League as Manchester United is poised to hire Sporting CP manager Ruben Amorim as their new manager after Erik ten Hag was sacked on Monday. An abysmal start to the season has made Ten Hag the sixth manager who has failed to carry on Sir Alex Ferguson's success at the club. Meanwhile, Captain Bruno Fernandes backed Amorim's appointment even before it was made clear. This signing will make interim manager Ruud van Nistelrooy possibly in charge for only one match before the new boss takes full charge. Ten Hag was sacked following a disappointing start to the current Premier League season, where the Red Devils now dwell at the bottom half of the table. In fact, they're now dangerously close to the relegation zone. Meanwhile, MU skipper Bruno Fernandes highly praised Amorim, who is likely moving to Old Trafford.
Desde que o Mr. Ruben Amorim chegou ao Sporting, acho que tem sido das equipas a praticar melhor futebol, têm sido muito consistentes, as contratações têm sido muito acertadas, acho que estão num momento muito bom, acabam de ser campeões o ano passado, este ano começam já na frente, é uma equipa que está muito bem preparada. Em relação ao Mr. Amorim, já falei várias vezes sobre ele, já disse várias vezes que é um treinador que neste momento demonstra que está preparado, porque estar como treinador do Sporting, ganhar campeonatos não é fácil. O Sporting teve 20 anos sem ganhar um campeonato, o Mr. Ruben veio, já ganhou 2, por isso isso por si demonstra que o trabalho dele está a ser bem conseguido. Agora, se conseguirá fazer o mesmo em Inglaterra ou em Espanha ou noutro lugar qualquer, nunca se saberá até ele lá chegar, mas tenho a certeza que as qualidades do Mr. Ruben Amorim estão aos olhos de toda a gente.
So more likely than not, this will be confirmed or announced by Manchester United officially very soon, as Portuguese football club Sporting have confirmed that they have been approached by Manchester United for their manager Ruben Amorim. Sporting also said the Old Trafford club has expressed interest in paying the €10 million release clause in their boss's contract. And as we reported, United sacked their previous coach, Dutchman Erik ten Hag, on Monday, which means a quick turnaround will be in their favor. Now, in regards to Amorim, he led Sporting to their first league title in 19 years back in 2021. In fact, repeated that achievement with the Lisbon club last season. And so far this season, his side have won all 9 of their league games, and they're sitting at the top of the league. The 39-year-old is one of the most sought-after young coaches in football and had reportedly been in the running to replace Jurgen Klopp at Liverpool. Sporting said in an official statement, quote, Manchester United FC expressed interest in hiring coach Ruben Amorim, with Sporting's board of directors referring to the terms and conditions set out in the employment contract in force between the company and the coach, specifically the respective termination clause, and for the amount of €10 million. Amorim is a former midfielder who spent the majority of his club career at Benfica. His actual contract at Sporting does expire in 2026, and talks between the two sides are thought to be still ongoing, but hopefully we will get more updates in this in the coming days. In the meantime, let's turn to some local sports news, as the largest golf tournament in Indonesia will be returning to the Royal Jakarta Golf Club this year. The 2024 BNI Indonesian Masters will take place from October the 31st to November the 3rd and involve Indonesian and international players.
The 2024 Indonesian Masters will take place at the Royal Jakarta Golf Club in East Jakarta from October 31 to November 3. This tournament is part of the International Series, which is a prestigious Asian tour event that has been running since 2022. World-class golfers from around the world will...
And obviously, we will bring you coverage as this tournament takes place this coming weekend and bring you the highlights and results as it happens. In the meantime, though, from golf, let's turn our attention to some basketball news, as the national meeting of the Indonesian Football Federation, or Perbasi, has recently concluded. And it's official, Indonesia basketball now has a new chairman for the 2024-2028 term.
The association appointed a new chairman for the next 4 years following 3 days of meeting. The new chairperson of the Indonesian Basketball Association is Budi Satrio Jiwandono. He garnered support from all 29 provincial administrators and has held key positions in the association since 2015. He also led the organizing committee for the 2023 FIBA World Cup. He was the only person who ran as candidate.
All right, so yes, I am familiar with Mas Budi. He and I go way back. I'm actually acquaintance of his as well. So I'm actually not surprised that he will be filling the new position for the chairman of Perbasi. He has an extensive background and knowledge in Indonesian basketball, whether it's the national level or the Indonesian Basketball League. I personally believe he is the right man for the job and hopefully be able to bring brighter years ahead in his coming new term. So congratulations, Mas Budi, on the appointment. We look forward to more achievements in the world of basketball for Indonesia. Now from basketball, let's shift over to some football news, as 4 Indonesian football teams have secured their spots at their respective Asian Cups, marking a new milestone in the country's football history. All of Indonesia's under-17, under-20, under-23, and senior teams have qualified for their respective Asian Cups. Indonesian Football Association Chairman Erick Thohir described this achievement as an indication of the nation's rising status in Asian football. Indonesia is targeting top positions in the group stage under the tutelage of coach Shin Tae-yong, who leads both the senior and under-23 teams. Meanwhile, under-17 coach Nova Arianto and under-20 coach Indra Shafri have been tasked with intensive training sessions to prepare for their upcoming matches in order to secure spots at the World Cup qualifiers. And in other football news, Real Madrid players boycotted the 2024 Ballon d'Or ceremony in Paris yesterday, expressing their disappointment over the award results. The players were particularly upset that Manchester City midfielder Rodri was named the winner, feeling that Vinicius Jr. deserved the accolade for his pivotal role in securing the La Liga and Champions League titles for Real Madrid last season. Dani Carvajal was another contender, having helped Spain win the 2024 European Cup, but he also missed out on the prestigious award, leading to the team's decision to skip the event altogether. I find this boycott a little bit puzzling, not only the fact that it rarely happens, but the fact that Real Madrid officials, not just players and coaches, were actually nominated for other categories as well. So Madrid did effectively boycott the Ballon d'Or ceremony, no doubt setting a precedent for future club-wide tantrums when they heard a whisper that Vinicius Jr. was not going to win the Player of the Year or the big prize. It instead went to Manchester City's Rodri, who became only the second player born in Spain and the first true number 6 to win the men's award. Actual Journalism Daily says Madrid were planning a 5-hour broadcast on their TV channel and had arranged to send 50 people to the event in Paris. However, on the night, none of that actually happened. Madrid did win 3 big awards. They were the Team of the Year, Carlo Ancelotti was the Coach of the Year, and Kylian Mbappe shared the Gerd Müller Award with Harry Kane for his goal-scoring exploits. But there was nobody from the club there to collect or even acknowledge those awards. Now, let's take a look at Vinicius' 2023-24 campaign. He was joint 8th top scorer in the La Liga, and in the Champions League, the Brazilian scored 6 goals, just 1 more than Stoke reject Joselu, who played 628 minutes fewer. And at Copa America, he scored twice in the group stages and then got himself suspended and missed the quarterfinal defeat to Uruguay. So not exactly eye-popping stats. Now, Vinicius did have a brilliant season overall, and he could have easily won it. But then again, so could have Jude Bellingham, the other runner-up, and Rodri was clearly a deserving winner. History will surely record Monday's monumental act of pettiness as Madrid's worst for at least the next few days. And this may, as I said, set a dangerous precedent for the future, as other teams or players may follow in their footsteps. And finally, let's move on to our final story here, as Austrian wingsuit pilot Peter Salzman has taken human flight to a new level by using an innovative wingsuit foil to descend from the Jungfrau Mountain in Switzerland. Peter Salzman has taken human flight to a new level by launching an innovative foil over the highest mountain in Switzerland. Salzman soared for nearly 6 minutes and reached speeds of up to 200 kilometers an hour without any engine propulsion. He also covered a distance of 12.5 kilometers and an altitude difference of 3,402 meters. The foil was developed over the course of 3 years and features a 2.1-meter wing. The design only weighs 5.45 kilograms and allows for a more efficient gliding that is nearly double the capabilities of a normal wingsuit. Jungfrau's rugged beauty provided an iconic setting for this unprecedented achievement in human flight. In addition, the Austrian himself has set world records for the longest base flight time, furthest base flight distance, and biggest base